beautiful document that had a pretty much episode by episode a lot of the shit I missed, and they even have it like numbered and stuff like that. So I just wanted to go through this with y'all and see what I missed out on, because I love lore. I love lore, and I honestly, when I finish ReZero, I may or may not read the light novel, only because, like, legitimately, if I was actually making a if I actually didn't have to work a 9 to 5 and I could do this shit for great money, trust me, I would read it. But I don't think I have the time at least not right now. Are you caught up on ReZero? Not yet. I still got to react to season 3, which I'm starting today. Oh, I'm praying. It's only 16 of the ReZero is only 16 episodes, so realistically I should be done with it. If I think I'm gonna do like 3 or 4 episodes a day, so I should be done with it by like next week ish, something like that. But who's your favorite ReZero character though so far? Well, I don't know who Rem is, but I you know, she was a cool character and I fucked with her. But you know, Rem, she was my favorite, bro. I fucked with her. She was really good with Subaru. Like, she was really good for him. She was funny. I really liked her character arc too. What's it called? I really liked her character arc in season 1, like where she was going through all that shit with Subaru, and then her saving him ended up saving him at the, or was that season 2? No, was that the beginning of season 2? I think it was season 1. I think it was season 1. Yeah. No, it was 2. Whatever one that was. That was when, like, that scene alone, it was season 1. Yeah, that had solidified her as my favorite character. Real shit. Season 1, episode 18. Bro's got the season and the episode. That's W ball knowledge. But yeah, nah, she's my favorite character though. But let's see what I missed in season 1 though. The Shadow Garden scene. What was this? After jumping off the cliff and dying, before respawning, Subaru finds himself in a dark, eternal realm in which a humanoid shadow appears to him as someone voices the words, "I cannot meet you, not yet." Found a web novel, arc chapter 2. Oh, I can't meet you yet. A humanoid shadow appears behind him. Is that Satella? I'm at season 3, and I mean that the black shadow and like the things that we, like, you know, was grabbing his heart, giving him heart palpitations. Was that Satella? Maybe. Gotta be right. Remember how Subaru lived his whole life out with her, then died of old age and came back? Damn, I don't, wait, huh? Is that a spoiler? I don't remember that. With Rem? I do not remember that. I know he said that he wanted to, but I don't remember him actually living their life out together and shit like that. I do not remember that. Shadow Garden scene 2. Oh, these aren't even that important. Well, relatively important is what they say. Bro, why is my chat doing that? He did it in one loop, it wasn't in the ending. Oh, it's an if route? Oh, yeah, because, okay, because I know some people were telling me that, like, I can't read some of the if routes because they're, some of them are, what's it called, spoilers. So I was gonna, react to the if routes when I finish season 4. But, what is this? After being knocked unconscious, after Roswell appears to save the day by burning the witch beast, Subaru finds himself in the dark eternal realm yet again in the shadow, in which the shadow, now in the shape of, okay, so this was Satella. Okay, damn, so she was being teased all the way in season 1. Damn, why did they not show that? I feel like that's good dialogue. It was in the ending of episode 1, ending of an episode, I mean, they put it in the credits. See, that was kind of my mistake too, I'm gonna be honest. Unless it was explicitly like shown within like the opening credits or the end credits, I didn't realize how well ReZero blended their, bro. That's another thing too, dog. ReZero is probably one of the best animes that I have seen that has used end credits and like the end credits and the music and blended that perfectly with like including that into like the actual episode and giving us more content. That shit is peak, because I'm like, granted, trust me, I love endings and openings as much as the next person, but like, gang, the openings be 3 minutes and then the endings be 2 minutes. That's 5 whole minutes of content that we're missing out on. And then the episodes maybe only like 15-20 minutes. But then again, I'm also scarred by One Piece because that pacing and shit is horrible. But shout out to ReZero for that though, because that is peak. Episode 12, Al's origin story from another world. Very important, mandatory. Is that my cat? Oh, it is. They're scratching at that little shit. After boarding carriage, and some talk about Priscilla's status as the royal candidate, as the pinnacle of arrogance. Al cautiously mentions that he noticed Subaru was from another world, just from the use of an expression "red string of fate." He goes on to mention he had not heard of it for 18 years. That is the amount of time he has been in this parallel world. He has no idea why or how he was summoned, remarking he's just trying to stay alive. Furthermore, some detail about the world is given that there's a great waterfall bordering the world of ReZero, meaning it's a flat world. Oh, yo, why is that not? Wait, who is this again? Hold on. Oh, that's the knight. Wait, so he's from a parallel world too? 18 years? Wait, hold on, bro. That is crazy cut content. Why did they cut that out from that, bro? You're telling me he's been here for 18 years? Nah, that's crazy, bro. Damn, so I wonder if this is, if that's setting up him potentially being able to go back then. And like this great waterfall that's being mentioned. I wonder if it's setting up him being able to potentially go back. Basically he decided to run away with Rem, lived a whole life, got married, kids, and then died. Damn. But yeah, no, I remember him talking about that though in the that one scene where he was like, yeah, we could run away, have kids and all that. But Rem was like, nah, you don't really want to do that shit. We're gonna stay. You're gonna thug this shit up. That's pretty much what she said. See, Al possesses no episodic memories. There is one more detail that Al mentions that was cut from the light novel, and that he does not have any episodic memories, and that he is aware of stuff like common sense, concepts, names, slang, but he has no stories of himself. He doesn't even know who he is or what he did. So he doesn't even know how he got here? Or, no, wait, what? He's aware of stuff like common sense, concepts, names, slang, but he has no stories of himself. He doesn't know who he is or what he did. Wait, so he knows he's from Earth, but he doesn't know how he got here? Interesting. Okay. If I'm understanding that correctly, that is. The way they did show the Shadow Garden ones, yeah. Jobless does better than for that. He also is from Earth. I don't know why that is cut. They didn't. He's out from Earth. That's why he calls Subaru brother. Interesting. Okay. The Black Serpent has been active in recent years. It's mentioned that there has been an onslaught undertaken by the Black Serpent in recent years. Damn. I think that's what we've seen in her Frozen Bound movie, though. The role of Shrine Maiden and Ruler has been joined into one. There was a short exchange between Subaru and Reinhardt on how the role selection would do things differently from previously. Originally, the covenant between the dragon and the ruler was originally meditated via a dragon. Okay, so this is not really that important. Phil is suspected of being a lost member of the royal family. Yes, bro. Literally, bro. Legitimately, Reinhardt was like that first or second episode in the director's cut, bro. He literally took her arm, had seen like a tattoo or something, was like, yo, like, I can't let you go no more, come with me. And he just dragged her ass up out of there. Literally no context. Then he was talking about someday might come where we're gonna, like, the world's gonna end or something along those lines. I'm just sitting there like, so we're not gonna like elaborate on this shit? And then they never did. But let's see what it says though. In the royal castle, after the initial commotion over Felt's background, Reinhardt draws attention to Felt's physical characteristics, namely her blonde hair and crimson eyes, which were the trademark of the deceased royal family of Lagunica. And in fact, there was a princess who was supposedly kidnapped as a baby 14 years prior to Arc 3, which would put that event around the time of Felt's birth. Okay. Have you seen Capella yet? No, I haven't seen him or her yet, whoever that is. Did I watch the movies? I watched the Frozen Bound movie. If there's anything between season 2 and season 3, I haven't watched that yet. But I did watch the Frozen Bound movie though. The content at the end of season 2 is going to change your whole perspective. Let me find out, bro. What is this? Oh no, did I press record on my vertical shit? I don't think I did. Oh, I did. Wait. Oh, I did. Okay, I did press record. Okay, I was going to be so mad if I didn't, bro. That was actually going to piss me off. Okay. Well, okay, that makes a whole lot of sense now, because I genuinely was wondering why he was like so worried about her, bro. Aggie, bro, what are you doing over there again? I promise you was nothing under there, bro. I promise you was nothing under there. Al fled another country. The Vala, bro, whatever empire this is, and his face is disfigured. Some extra background on Al is given. His past His past is one of having fled to an empire, having been a sword slave for over 10 years, a dark secret of the empire, meaning that he partook in quite some battles. It is implied that that was how he lost his arm. He also reveals a small part of his lower face. He is described as being blanketed with old scars from burns, cuts, and other sources. He too reveals his origins as being beyond the Great Waterfall in public, which does not get much mention. Oh, that's why he wears that mask type shit. Bro, my cat's over here just being weird. Okay, that's W lore on him. Puck shows himself in the royal castle. Wait, deadass? The part with the candidate speeches leading up to Subaru's freakout is very different. The candidates have lengthier speeches, lending them a bit more depth and characterization, but the important part is when Emilia assumes the forefront. After she is denounced as a silver-haired elf, Roswell goes with the flow and publicly takes a massive dump on her by saying that it doesn't matter if she's suitable. Is she suitable for a candidate or not? They just needed 5 people recognized by the insignia. Damn, that's why did Roswell throw her under the bus like that? Subaru is triggered by this, and after he doesn't stand down, Roswell launches an Uga at him. However, Puck protects him and threatens everyone in the room with his ice magic, at which point he's recognized as the Beast of the End, translated to Apocalypse Beast of Eternal Frost in the official translation. He then reveals that it was all a sham planned by Roswell and Puck to show that albeit Emilia holds the power to kill everyone in the room, acting as the tyrant they make her out to be for being in half elf, she is not the thing, and that she was just to compete fair and square. Yeah, bro, no, legitimately, like, I understand that she's in half elf, and okay, she resembles the witch, this, that, and the third, bro. She has dead ass not done anything to these people. Like, when I was watching season 1 and season 2, I would think that like they've seen Emilia do some crazy shit or whatever the fuck, but it's literally because she looks like an elf. Like, that's top tier racism at its finest. Literally. One thing I don't like in ReZero, it took 8 years to animate season 2. Damn, that's crazy. I did not know that. That is crazy. 8 years is diabolical. 8 years is actually diabolical. But no, I still fuck Puck though. I don't fuck with that guy. Actually, I don't fuck with that guy. Not really important. Rem holds some mixed feelings about the other residents of the mansion besides Subaru. During the trip towards the Mayor's domain, Rem's introspection and monologue reveals some feelings of jealousy over Subaru spending time with other people, which she admits are selfish. However, she thinks him gentle and adorable when dealing with the other mansion residents. However, Emilia still irritates her because of her existence as a half elf. Rem calls her a half devil, being that the witch call had affected her life too greatly, and also because she cannot bring herself to like or dislike Emilia. A translation of the We Unseen performed by can be found here. Nah, bro. I think I remember them saying some stuff about Emilia in season 1, I believe. But honestly, I'm so glad you feel like that, Emilia, or not Emilia, Rem. Real shit, I'm so glad you feel like that, because I've been defending you for so fucking long, just in general, about like you were like, okay, I don't really believe that now that you were a better love interest for Subaru after like season 2. Like, I'm not gonna lie, him and Emilia low-key make a great, they build off each other perfectly. But like, I was defending you after I watched season 1, like, yo, you might be a better love interest for him. But shit, hey, fight for your man. I'm here for that, bro. Fight for your man. Real shit. Didn't AOT take 6 years to release season 2? I honestly don't know. I was watching that, what was I watching that, seasonal? Or not seasonal. I think I had already watched it when season 2 and 3 came out. Maybe. I do want to rewatch that though. That was a banger show. Damn, there's so much cut. They cut so much shit out of this, bro. That's crazy. Damn, I lost my spot. Where am I at? 16. Okay. Season 1 was 2016. Season 2 was 2020. Wow. It's crazy time gaps. Rem deems Al to be suspicious, and Al seems to be aggravated that Ram is alive, relatively important. Episode 16. When Subaru and Rem go visit the Brooklyn mansion together while trying to gather forces to protect Emilia in the third loop of Arc 3, there are 2 things to note. Once they enter the mansion, Rem seems to be sniffing something, staring at the back of Rem's hat. Then when Subaru is let alone to pursue, Rem remarks that he should be especially wary of Al. After Subaru is knocked out and brought outside by Al, there is a short of exchange where Al calls Rem by Ram's name. Rem clarifies that Ram is her sister. Al asks if her sister is still alive, in which Rem answers yes. Al suddenly projects a ghostly aura, which shook Rem and Subaru both, calming down Immediately afterwards, he tells them to leave as soon as possible as he's not in a good mood. And after they leave, Armars, you gotta be joking me. So that's what it was. Makes me want to puke. What is that even? What? So him and Rom got some sort of mystical love affair going on, or is some like toxic ex, jealous ex, crazy ex? Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Rom really does give like crazy ex vibes though, bro. I honestly would be scared of her if we broke up too, gang, because she might come and fry your shit, bro. But no, actually, what is this, bro? I literally have no idea how they could possibly, what their connection could possibly be, like, at all. There's a third person from another world? What? During Subaru's talk with Anastasia for procuring a dragon carriage, she questions him about his birthplace, and Subaru nonchalantly reveals that he's from beyond the Great Waterfall. Anastasia comments that once in a very great while there would be stories about people from beyond the Great Waterfall, and comments that Subaru should study up on the Hoshian of the wilderness, an historical figure from whom she borrowed her name. This is unimportant as it is revealed again later in the story. Bro, all this talk about the Great Waterfall is making me really think that Subaru is going to end up going back to his world at some point. Maybe. I want to believe that they will, but at the same time though, I think what might happen, he might have the choice to go back to his world, but I don't think he's gonna take that choice. Depending on how him and Emilia's relationship is, I feel like that would probably be the deciding factor. Now, we're really holding 5 views on Twitch right now, bro. Shout out to Twitch, man. Shout out to the TikTok chat too, man. I'll be scared of Rem coming after me. Did you see? No, Rem coming after you? No, literally, I don't know what that's called with the spike ball and the chain. Bro, I would be scared out of my mind if she was attacking me with that shit, bro. Because, bro, we seen that, bro. Season 1 with Subaru, she was not, bro, every single loop, bro, she was not letting him slide. Literally every time was not letting him slide. 18, could be the reason for Puck's immense power? Could be. Man, don't tell me these niggas are connected, bro. I'm not trying to see that shit, gang. When Betelgeuse when Betelgeuse starts despairing about the power held by Puck in the Star Beast form, Puck mentions Echidna as the explanation. Hell no. You're not fucking with that hypothesis or that theory. Not fucking with that theory, Ahmed. Held by Puck in the Star Beast form. Puck mentions. So you're telling me Echidna potentially gave Puck his powers, or they're connected somehow? I'm not. Please, bro. I don't want to see him come back, bro. Real shit. I don't want to see Puck come back, bro. Although a thing to note, Reinhardt is scared from Subaru. Not sure if shown in which translations. Is scared of Subaru or just like for him. Subaru admits to Rem he has a hold on. No, I don't have a button for this. No, but still, that's kind of damn though. Subaru, you cheating on Emilia, gang? You're really cheating on her, bro? I'm not gonna lie though. I'm telling you, bro. I'm not trying. I really don't want this to go on some Mushoku Tensei shit, where it's like this nigga has like 3 wives. However, though, Emilia are both great women for her. So I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to see it or I don't want to see it. I'm just saying if he makes that choice, I wouldn't be mad at him. I'm gonna just be honest. I wouldn't be mad at him. Reinhardt is scared of Subaru? Damn. Interesting. When discussing the fact that Subaru successfully eluded Crusade's lie detecting divine protection, Rem tells him that she believes in him with all his heart. This prompts Subaru to deliver a second "I love you, Emilia," but as that looking at Rem makes his heart flutter. After some chit chat, Rem says she would be okay with being Subaru's second wife. Yo, what did I tell y'all? Even before I read that, bro, like again, I don't support cheating, or what is that called when they have not an open relationship, but what is that called, bro? A harem? That is another word for it, but I can't think of the word for it. It's a certain type of relationship. It's not monogamous. It's polyamory. That's what it is. I don't support that shit either. But in this scenario, I wouldn't be mad at it though, cause like, bro, it's like, bro. All right, like in this scenario, like I'm just being a real nigga for a second, bro. In this scenario, you've been through so much with these 2 different women at the same exact time. Like one you fell in love with as soon as you came into this world with, right? And the other one literally brought you back from the pits of despair. Like And then you see season 2, these niggas spent the whole season together, building each other's relationship together. This nigga kissed her, and Emilia thought she was about to have his babies. And she was ready to have those babies too, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. It really blew me when she thought she was about to have babies from a kiss. Like, that's actually crazy, bro. That's actually insane. But no, I'm not saying I support it, but I wouldn't necessarily be mad at it. The sword comes from its sheath if it deems you're worthy, and it did for Subaru. Oh, okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. Y'all got me checking my Twitch stats now. I don't normally do this, but again, shout out to the 5 niggas in the Twitch chat and the niggas in the TikTok chat. That shit's crazy, bro. Rem successfully extracts a confession from Subaru. Not really. Wait, hold on. Wait. You know how Reinhardt told Julius not to fight? He thought Subaru was gonna body him because they first met his sword. Oh, okay. Okay. After the White Whale battle, Rem is frail and injured and Subaru's breaking down. After she requests him to say I love you, he does so, and as that he will never let anyone else have Rem. After that, Rem is suddenly fine and goes no backsies. What is going on in this light novel, bro? This is starting to sound like some Mushoku Tensei shit, bro. What is going on in this light novel, bro? Wow. Again, bro, I'm not mad at it, bro. Rem, get your man, bro. Get your man. Real shit. Get your man, bro. All right, episode 22. Extra loop in the. What does WN stand for? I forgot what that stands for. Web novel? Ah, yeah. You're right. Web novel, yeah. It happened in season 1 when Subaru met Subaru for the first time, when he kept dying to Elsa. Bro, I've been so bad with pronouncing names, bro. It's actually been pretty bad, I can't lie. Like, real shit, it's actually been pretty bad. I'm never normally this bad with names. I swear the brightness on my monitor just went down for a second. Is this shit, what the hell? Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, extra loop, very important, mandatory. Originally, there was 3 loops taking place after the White Whale battle. The first one from Arc 3, the second one from Arc 2. In the light novel, these 2 loops were merged into one. Okay. Sloth and Greed are the most well-known Sin Archbishops. Not really important. Julius gives some exposition on what is known about the Sin Archbishops. The only 2 that are known are Sloth and Greed. Sloth is suspected to be the most active member of the whole witch cult, with more than half of the reports of their activities pertaining to him. Greed, however, does not have much to his name, but is widely known that he single-handedly destroyed the fortress city of Garkala, something like that, in the militaristic empire to the south, slaying even one of the national heroes, 8 arms in the back. Damn. To this, Wilhelm also adds an anecdote of his past that once he had the opportunity to cross swords with Kurgan in a proximity battle to avoid an international conflict. Interesting. Okay. Would you rather die to Elsa or Rem? Honestly, Rem, bro. Because if I die to Rem, that means it's gonna be a fast, speedy death. If I die to Elsa, my guts, bro, she's gonna toy with me. Like, it's not even gonna be a fast and speedy death. My bowels are gonna get sliced open, and she's just gonna sit there and watch me bleed out. So at least if I get hit by Rem, I'm just getting a big ball and train straight to the dome. And at least, well, I would hope that I don't have to feel like that, but like, I'm a big, strong black man, so I'm probably gonna tank that shit. But I'm just saying though, like, at least if I get hit by Rem, I'm more than likely not gonna feel that shit, bro, actually. Then again though, sometimes she don't be going for the bowels. But I for sure want Rem to take me out though. I don't wanna feel no torture. That's kind of insane. The seat of pride has been empty for centuries, and the Sin Archbishop of Wrath is mentioned. Not really important. Religus is my go. That's when the sword came loose. That. Okay, fever type shit. When surmising that Subaru is the current generation's pride, being that the seat is vacant, Religus adds a detail in that the love of the witch for Subaru is so rich that even Wrath could be envious. Later on in this section, Religus adds that he has been centuries since the vacancy that is the seat of pride has been filled. I guess that's not really that important since we already know that Subaru is the pride, but alright. The Sin Archbishop of Lust is mentioned. In the web novel, Belagus also adds that Lust 2 would be envious of the love Subaru has received from the witch. Okay. The White Willow's presence was premeditated. It was premeditated? Wait, actually? When Subaru asks for clarification on the trial, Guse begins by talking about the highway being sealed and directly mentions that the miss has the method. This implies that the white whale having spawned near Fuego Street was premeditated. Damn, so he was the reason behind all that? That's kind of crazy, I can't lie. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. That nigga's insane for that, I can't lie. The ordeal as a test for a vessel's compatibility with the witch factors. Guse details the ordeal's purpose is to check if the one being tested is a suitable vessel for the witch factors. His line implies that his witch factor would be the first one to be tested for compatibility than the other archbishops. The ordeal. Wait, so what is the ordeal? Like, I don't want to Google that without getting something spoiled, but I don't really think they elaborated on like whatever the ordeal is. At least not yet. They've just been like, it was just like briefly mentioned. Like Guse would just talk about the ordeal, but he wouldn't really like go into like super crazy detail about it. At least I don't think he did. Sin archbishops should not interfere with each other. Guse, now in the body of the mad woman, mentions that it is unwritten rule among sin archbishops to not interfere with each other. Yeah, no, that's facts. We literally, bro, we literally seen this. I seen this in season 2. Bro, wait, hold on. Actually, let's go to TikTok real quick. I don't think she was an archbishop, but what the heck? It's gonna load. I don't think she was an archbishop, but this shit had me frying though. By the way, TikTok or Twitch, if you're not, if you're not following the Twitch, make sure you go follow that. Somebody called me? Temperance, Michigan. Interesting. Okay. Your thoughts on Guse's backstory? 1 sec. I give up trying to get her to stop playing with that, bro. Oh my gosh. Where was it at though? Damn, what was I just talking about? Oh yes. This scene. Where's it at? I feel some sexual tension, but that's about it. Don't mind what I said right there.
Don't get cocky with that snide grin and unassuming attitude. What?
This shit here caught me off guard, bro. I was not expecting that, bro. And then she literally turns around
through my compassion and
puts this nigga in a hole, bro.
And rash hysterics.
That ass puts this nigga in a hole, bro. But no, I need to explain something though. If you've seen that TikTok, you probably heard the first part of this. I'm not gonna lie. The first part of this sounds kind of crazy. I feel some sexual tension, but that's about it. Look, I was not talking about Religus and the witch, bro. I was talking like 5 seconds before this clip. I was talking about Guse and Mother Fortuna, cause like they were like looking at each other kind of like sensually and shit. I was just like, damn, I'm feeling some type of, some type of connection, some type of sexual tension. That's why I said that, and my cat just jumped on top of my desk. Hi, like literally. That's why I said that. I'm not, I wasn't being weird, cause like that witch is built like a child. That's not cool. I wish Subaru trained between loops so he could have basic fighting power, but then again, that's what makes REZERO special. No, that's facts though. I wouldn't want him. I like how he is now. I wouldn't want him to be I wouldn't want him to be super OP. It makes the clip better. Yeah, no, like in the end, like I'm not mad at the clip. I see some niggas talk about, yo, what'd you say? And like it took me a minute to realize what they were talking about. And I was like, oh, I didn't even realize that. Oh my gosh, did your mother feed you, or did she feed you? Wait, hold on. I don't know if my cat got fed. Oh my gosh, my cat was over there malnourished and shit, or not malnourished, hungry as shit, bro. She did not get fed. But yeah, bro, that clip was 100% not an intentional edit. I deadass did not know I did that though. Oh yeah, my thoughts on Guse's backstory though, bro. Actually, this is too bright, bro. Guse's backstory is like that. I really want to know what the witch had whispered to him, bro. Because like it was pretty clear that the witch factor takes over his mind. It makes him rage. It makes him just see blood, right? But like she was talking like that was like all the witch factor and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure Pandora, her ability, she was like able to like mess with their like perception or something. Because we literally seen that Mother Fortuna has slapped the shit out of Emilia at one point. So like I'm looking at this and I'm just like, damn. Pandora's over here like low-key being hypocritical as shit and manipulating Guse into thinking that like, oh, this was just all the witch factor and all that, which was like, okay, part of it could probably was the witch factor. But then there was another aspect of that that's just like, damn, it's her ability. And bro, you gotta think about this too. He killed not only his lover, but also Emilia's lover, Emilia's mother, right? And then it's just like, that shit just sucks, bro. And then his whole like perception of love is manipulated now, because Pandora was literally in his ear talking about, oh yeah, love this, like, oh, you did this because of love, like that's all it was. So now like just his whole this whole like killing thing and whatever Pandora whispered to him is like, that's what it's all now. It's all just love to him now. It's all just love. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I feel bad for that nigga. Like I was thinking about that after I finished the episode. It was just like, I really, the way that the witches in this show manipulate so heavy is genuinely insane. Like just the manipulation and the mind games they do, it fucks me too. Real shit, it fucks me. Just thinking about it. All right. Where was Guse's authority had a second ability? What the hell? Because authority of sloth had another ability. Is slothful cancellation of others' actions. Activated by the voice commands of Be Sloth, a sort of shockwave that made people go nuts and be unable to move. However, certain individuals as Subaru were able to resist it. So did he know that, and that's why he didn't try to use it? Damn. Why is there so much cut content from season 2? Oh my gosh, we might have to do a whole separate stream on that one. Or a whole separate video on that one. That's crazy. Wait, oh gosh, I just lost my spot. Oh my gosh, I just lost my spot. Wait, okay, episode 23. Okay. Beatrice's memory was unaffected. Has season 2 episode 1 spoilers. Very important. I've watched that, so we're good. Top 3 baddest ReZero girls. If I answer that, my girlfriend is going to beat my ass. So I'm not gonna answer that, just out of respect for her and, you know, being loyal. I want to be able to sleep in the bed tonight with her and not on the couch or in my car. So we're unfortunately, I cannot answer that question, unfortunately. In the second loop after the white whale battle, the first loop is considered the cut loop. Subaru manages to reach the mansion and convinces everyone that everyone but Beatrice to escape. Once he reaches the library, he has a short talk with Beatrice in which Beatrice questions Subaru about Rem. The magnitude of this is tremendous, as by this time the blank letter, which was written by Rem, not by Subaru as translated by Crunchyroll, has reached the mansion. Shortly afterwards, the conversation breaks down. Subaru is sent to Arlen visits via door crossing. A partial translation of this chapter as performed by Translation Chicken can be found here. Damn, so she knew the whole time? That, I guess that kind of makes sense though, because what's it called? Like, I would assume her being in that like dimension, there's not really any like time and space or just other worldly shit. Like, it's a whole separate dimension. So like, I would assume the people in that dimension are the ones that get affected. So that Loki kind of makes sense. Puck acts strangely upon meeting Guse and mentions he should not interfere in the ordeal by contract. Upon meeting Guse, Puck begins acting strangely, babbling things about a contract, his purpose, about the Sin Archbishops of the witch cult, pushing the ordeal on the people. Echidna's name is also spoken by him, he also mentions that he's forced by his contract to stay out of the ordeal, but given that he aids Emilia in her fight against Guse in the anime and light novel, his final tidbit may have been retconned entirely. Okay. Relatively important, not really important. Okay, so that's just not really important. Okay, type. Animation's mistranslation. What is this? Crunchyroll, 4 great contaminants, 4 great outsider. Now, bro, Crunchyroll's translations are fucking terrible, dude. Like, actually. The frozen black liquid in Frozen Bounds is not the black serpent. Wait, the black with. Oh, okay. The biggest cut content in season 2 is at the end The rest isn't too major. Okay. Favorite character so far? Rem. I fuck with her the most. She's my favorite. I really wish we got her back into action, but Rem is for sure my favorite. Season episode 1, 26 overall. What does that mean? Oh, damn, this all says very important. Wait, hold on. This is not really cut content, but the latest Relegis vs. Rem fight displayed in the anime is an anime exclusive. However, there is one aspect to that fight that breaks canon with the later reveal. Meaningful injury reopened due to his wife's divine protection of the death god. Okay, that's not really that important. Wait, actually, after the meeting with the parlor, Wilhelm reveals to Subaru that a wound of his is bleeding, a wound made to bleed by the power of the divine protection of Death God, once held by his wife, whose influence grows stronger as the distance between the injured person and the wielder diminishes. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's kind of crazy. I don't get why Subaru never tried to talk to Statella. I mean, what are they gonna talk about, bro? What could they possibly talk about? Like, she's just gonna be, oh, I love you, Subaru. I love you. I love this, that. Like, bro, I'm not trying to hear all that, bro. I want answers. Like, what, bro? Are you related to Emilia or not? Real shit. Y'all look too much alike to not be related, bro. What time is it? It's 8:31. I want to read all of this. I honestly might have to read the second part of that tomorrow because I low-key want to play a couple games of Valorant on my main account before I clock out for the night, because I unfortunately have to work at 4 in the morning tomorrow. Like, realistically, I actually should be asleep right now. Like, dead ass, I actually should be asleep right now. Let me see something. Creator dashboard.